Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Design Time. Get your phone out. We have a QR code on the screen. All you have to do is scan that code for all the information about today's topic. And today's topic, sectionals. Okay, so when you think about sectionals, Kathy, you think about large sectionals. Are there other options?
Yes, the thing that is interesting about sectionals is that they can be made small, such as this one, but most of the time we see them big, and that's why we use them, because we want to seat a lot of people, we have a larger space, and we want it to be big. But this is a nice concept if you maybe don't have as much space.
Now, we love coming here to Tri-City Furniture in Auburn. We have so many great options for us. Now, are there a bunch of individual pieces for sectionals?
Well, you can do that, but generally people are going to hook them together today. So what we're sitting on is actually just two pieces. There's a one-arm love seat, and then this piece is actually the corner hook to a one-arm chair. So they're very small. They hook together so that there's less motion, and they have less cracks in the back in case you're floating it in your room. The other thing that's nice is the cost, because less pieces cost less.
Are there other reasons that people purchase less pieces?
Well, again, the cost is probably the biggest factor, because sectionals have to be engineered so a piece will meet up to another piece exactly. In a sofa, they can put all three seats together and you don't have to worry about that. So cost is probably the most, but then keeping it together with the hard surface floors, there's more motion. And so we really like to have it so it is one big piece, and that's probably the most important factor today.
And this sectional is quite shallow. Are most shallow like that?
Well, they're all over the place.
Okay.
This one, because it's made small, it has a very narrow arm. It takes up less space than a love seat and a chair. You get the feel of a sectional. You get the benefit of maybe sitting in the corner having your feet out like a chaise. You could sit that way if you're shorter like me and have our feet out this way, so depending on if a TV. But if you were going to use a small bedroom into a den, this is actually a very nice option because it's not as long as a sofa. And so very condensed spaces. It's easier to get them into rooms when they come in pieces. So there's a lot of reasons you might want to use something this small, but when we think about a sectional, we think giant. And so they're deeper, and you flop into them. You know, I can keep my feet on the floor, I can have back support, but it still accommodates a smaller space.
Anything else you want viewers to know about sectionals if they're planning on purchasing?
Well, if you're going to do something like this, we really need to know what kind of space that you have so that we can get it maybe down a hallway and into a room. A lot of times hallways and bedroom doors are not easily accessed, so we need to stand it on in to turn it in there. So understanding the actual space that these are going to be put in is really, really important. And then just how you want it to be used. So if this is the cozy reading space, we want to make sure that it's comfortable, fits you well, and fits that space. So keeping all of that in mind just helps you end up with a wonderful room.
Sure. Now, viewers, if you have any questions, all you have to do is head on out here to Tri-City Furniture in Auburn. Kathy Kilborn and her team will help you out. Thank you so much for inviting us in today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, viewers, for watching this edition of Design Time.